On the move from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, New Mexico.
People still fill in the stands, and he takes the opening kickoff back to the house to fire up the crowd, fire up his teammates. What a start for this young man.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That's the kind of play that energizes the entire team. 96 yards, he took it back for the touchdown. They're lining up for the kickoff, and let's see if this return team can answer with a score of its own. He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. Florida's offense will start this game off. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. There's no getting around the fact that they have really scuffled in the first half of SEC play, and now the task is to try to turn it around.
Well, and a lot of times it requires shifting your goals, and this is not how you want it to start, but how can we win this week and take advantage of every opportunity? It hasn't been ideal, but there's still some talent, and you can still salvage some wins on the schedule.
Yeah, it's all about finishing the season strong, right? I think this team believes. Last week, they were able to sort of reset their focus on doing exactly that. They believe they have the horses in the locker room to win games like this. This could be the momentum shift they need. Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Trying to bully their way in. And he is stopped, not getting close to... Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gator.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he made the extra point without problem. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Lobos offense will have its first possession of the game. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside, and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston. 2 physical athletes that are going to be going toe-to-toe all game long.
Yeah, 2 alphas, 2 guys that play the positions where you have to have such confidence, cornerback, wide receiver. Let's see this throwdown.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. The offense set for a first down play. Quarterback checking off. To the air, it's Lagway. Trying to get to it. Pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for 40.
He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
And the Florida offense will take over. First and 10.
Back, and here comes the offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That's caught. It's Daniels. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. This feels like 4-down territory. 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes his connection. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period.
By the receiver. He's marked down at the 22. Second down coming up.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats.
New Mexico.
And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Okay, ready? He's looking to throw. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. Third and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already four-down territory? And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And guys, they miss a chance to stretch the lead. It's still sitting on a 2. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
Afterburners coming. The 40. Running inside the 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11.
How electrifying is this guy when the ball is in his hands? I'll tell you, he's making a name for himself all across college football. Ripped off over 100 yards in his last game out. He's basically at that now. This defense does not have an answer.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Tosses it incomplete. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third down, going up top. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Lobos! The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart.
New Mexico, 14. Florida, 9.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Gators sending the offense back to work. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Coleman, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Fires to the big fella. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Gators will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got great speed, and the returner will be knocked down. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Bob.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Hudson. Tackle was made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Finds his target down the middle.
Pass on
But the sweet pull and catch is ready to give him a first down. And the Lobos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback will audible. Back to the air one more time. Catch in the middle, it's Hudson. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains for the first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Gets it out fast. Touchdown, New Mexico! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. On to attempt the try. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. They're lining up to boot it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Going to take a shot. Fires into a world of traffic, and it's picked off. The sudden change on the turnover, Manning was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Here comes the offense on first down. The give to the back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Using his legs to buy some time. He's going to take off. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping me.
Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Pulls and fires it complete to the right.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Got his man. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like you've got a great atmosphere today in Albuquerque. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at University Stadium.
The Lobos will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
They'll throw it on first down. Release to the back. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
You know, it's hard enough just to catch passes in college football, but to do it while also being cognizant of where you are in the field and making sure you get a foot down inbounds, that's really impressive.
They're going to run it. Plows through the defense. Tackle is made after the first down. And the Gators want to move quickly. Right back to the well. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And here's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
They're trying to get to it. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Gators send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the official spot it. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. From the gun to give, looking for room. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking downfield, it's Glagway. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. The pitch to the left. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
At the 35-yard line. Coming up.
The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's got him, and they convert. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. And the Lobos come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Hudson. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Hudson. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot.
Touchdown, Lobos! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is good. The lead is 19. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyway.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Third down coming.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Getting some heat. The freshman able to get home with the sack. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. The short hands, it's Williams. At the 40, there he goes. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
37 on the play. And that's good enough for a first
The
down.
Gators headed quickly to the line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Timeout, New Mexico.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The give to the back. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. That's the end of the period, and New Mexico has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. On the move. Powers through the defender. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Leaves it with the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Brings up second down.
Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. Running to the left. Oh, what a move! He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
Going for 6. And he's got it. Touchdown, Florida.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
On 4th down, flexing that muscle in the run game. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in this team.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
I tell you what, the offense, they get the big run play, and then what are you thinking? Maybe play action, take a shot. How about the defense? They were ready to roll. Even though they gave up the run, they didn't just play the run. They were ready for the pass and got the big sack.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Hudson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball is at the 41 as his defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Quickly complete. That's where they'll mark him. A very productive play and a first down. The Lobos are moving quickly down the field. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Going up top on 1st down. Unloads it left. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. Creates a little room. He's loose. Touchdown, New Mexico! And once he got loose, it was all over. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run or loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. To the air on 1st down. He's got it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Gators want to pick up the tempo.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job.
And the quarterback is snowed under. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Looking to throw on second down. He's taking a deep shot. Snags it down the right side. Got a lot of running room. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gator!
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Louisiana Monroe is dominating this one thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up by 27 over Mississippi State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. He's looking to throw it. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And listen, there's different degrees of open, but in college football, that's open. When your receiver has a step on the guy, man, those are the ones you feel like you should complete most of the time, and he just overthrew that one.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Hudson. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Now the play fake. Chucked it away just as he was hit. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And they decide to trot out the kicker. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. What a disappointment. No good. And after the missed field goal, this lead is still at 12, guys. The offense lining up for a first down play. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. A strike downfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
That's a first down for the offense.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now on first down from the 43. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. Quarterback checking the play. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got him downfield. Open runway ahead. He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. If they can pick up a yard, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Lobos! They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the fourth. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
And I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in, and that miracle is no longer coming now.
Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David. No question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's picked off for the third time today. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass.
Gonna take a shot. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, New Mexico! And the stomping has commenced. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of the season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite than what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule and who they've got left. Those teams better be careful. This team is coming for them.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.